I am Kabbani, and this is the Lighthouse for today's viewers. Welcome to our show. Yes, we can. What does that mean? We heard that phrase 8 years ago from our president, when he started to lead us to do the impossible. When we put hands together, yes, we can do. We learned that within 8 years. Now, today, we will say the same. We learn about it. Yes, we hear you, our president. Yes, we can. Let's find out what does that mean to us today in our show. I have in my show our guest, Kate. Let her introduce herself to you, my viewers. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Will you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
I'm happy to. I'm Kate Van Buren. I am president of the United Nations Association Sacramento chapter. Our chapter has been in existence since 1950.
Oh.
We're one of the oldest chapters. Right after the UN Charter was signed in 1948, Eleanor Roosevelt toured the United States and got groups of us together to advocate on behalf of the United Nations.
As women?
As women, as men,
Okay.
As supporters of world peace.
Mm-hmm.
And as she also worked on the Declaration of Human Rights,
Mm-hmm.
She brought that along, and that is also part of the work that we do. Our specific chapter does programs such as education on climate change,
Mm-hmm.
social justice. We do programs to moderate the Jewish side and the Palestinian side of conflict. We show films regarding the hunger issue, human trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
and we try to bring international issues local. But most importantly, once a year, our chapter goes to Washington, D.C.,
Mm-hmm.
and we go meet with our legislator and others and advocate on behalf of the UN that our dues from the United States are paid on time and in full.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do not want to send our people into wars. It is much more fiscally responsible to fund the United Nations so that diplomatic means can be carried out.
That's wonderful. A great also cause to not send people to war, pay
Yes.
them to do better in politics and talk to each other,
That's right.
be able to understand the issue and solve the issue, not kill each other for the issue.
That's right. And right now, the United Nations is the only organization that is set up to mediate and moderate these world conflicts in a very neutral space. The UN is not a government. It's not a one world government. It is a collection of countries who care about peace. So our chapter, it's been an older chapter, but we are rejuvenating now. We are going to have 5 new board members. They're all very young and vibrant with new ideas. They're a diverse group. I'm very, very excited for the year of 2017 because they already have plans for the future. So I have 1 year left as president. I want to leave my chapter better than when I found it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, with the ideas what you are working in it, with the way I see you working, actually, yes, you will do it the
I
best
hope so.
in this year. Yeah.
One of the great things that we have adopted for many years is the International Day of Peace. We have had lovely programs where we go to the California State Capitol. We release doves of peace. We read the message of the Secretary General. And 1 year, there was a movement to do yoga at the Capitol for peace. And there were people, hundreds of people, who held hands around the Capitol and had a moment of silence. And that was one of my favorite International Days of Peace. We also recently celebrated UN Day, which is October the 24th, and had a speaker talk to us about the realities of nuclear war and the terrible tragedy of modernizing our nuclear arsenal. That this administration wants to spend over $1 trillion to modernize these weapons of mass destruction. And it is up to us to call our legislators and tell them this is not acceptable. We do not want nor need 43,000 nuclear warheads. There are other ways that we can get these conflicts resolved. There are diplomatic ways. We are also advocating that our legislators join the Department of Peace. There is a Department of Defense, but as of yet, there is no official Department of Peace.
Wow.
So I nominate you, Nahid, as the president of the Department of Peace, and I will help you any way I can.
Oh my God! I got the nomination through my show. Surprise! Wait a minute.
A big surprise. You do so much to reach out to all communities and bring your love and your compassion to Sacramento and elsewhere. I think you would be an amazing person to lead this.
Thank you. You
Yes.
made me speechless. Really, I was surprised. I'm listening to you. What are you talking about? What you're doing? Thank you very much for your
confidence. Nomination.
Nomination accepted.
Good.
Thank you very much on behalf of you, my viewers.
Wonderful.
I accept that.
Yes, she accepted.
Thank you very much. I'm working with you, so no matter what, because this is my mission.
Yes.
To find
I know that.
kind of peace everywhere. Everywhere I can do something.
Yes.
And there is a lot of ways, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Not war, but peace.
That's right.
And peace stay for longer than war. War leaves us with damages and hatred.
Right.
And if it is with the nuclear, to clean up the mess after that, it takes years and years and generation after generation.
That's right.
Which is more disaster, more lost of humanity and dignity and money.
Absolutely.
Peace always cheaper.
Yes.
And stay a long time and put people together, not divide them.
That's right.
And that's what we are looking for.
We all want to live in happiness.
Absolutely. And this is the way God created the human being to know each other.
Yes.
If God wants us to be one color, He can do it. He could do it earlier.
Sure.
If God wants us to be in one place, He could put us earlier.
That's right.
God created the whole globe with differences to know each other, to learn from each other, to live together happily,
Yep.
and create things for better tomorrow for the human.
That's right. And we need to figure that out
Absolutely.
very quickly.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So I see more ladies in the scene than men. Mm-hmm. Is there any projects or reason to let men not sharing that much, or the idea of peace not interest men that much yet?
I think that's a really good question and observation. I think, of course, women are natural negotiators. We are protectors, especially of our families. But I think we can encourage men as well to come and see this as their job, is to protect their families. They do not need to have violent thoughts, anger, frustration or rage. We can all work this out with diplomacy. But to bring more men in, that is something that I need to work on as well. Because without men buying in to the Department of Peace, for instance, it's not going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
You brought the subject of family, and I guess we will touch it after the break, because this is the dear subject to me, which we lost it almost, and we like to shed some light about it after the break.
Very good.
We'll have a break, and we will be back soon.
You're watching The Lighthouse for today's viewers, brought to you by oneworldforyou.org.
Welcome back. Yes, we touched the subject about the family. Family is really the first unit in the world. To bring more families will bring community.
Yes.
And that comes unity. And whatever we learn at home, we take it out to reach for people. You mentioned that men and peace and husband and wife, which is a very good example.
Yes.
If we don't learn how to live as family together,
Yes.
how we will give outside of our home something better than what we have at home.
Absolutely. Children learn their values at home. That's where it starts.
Absolutely. This is the first school.
Yeah.
And the mother is the first teacher.
Yep.
The father is the first example.
Right.
And those figures build up the ability for this child, either boy or girl, to grow up with a normal way and normal thoughts.
Right.
Build up his future thoughts from the beginning.
That's right.
And really, I missed the way dinner time because of that fast food.
Oh, yeah.
Kill that time.
Right.
Because kids love the toys and things in the fast food.
Right.
And when they leave the school, Mom, I'm hungry. I cannot wait until go home. Mom will stop by and buy them the dinner.
Right.
Okay, it become 99 cents a piece. Okay, he is still hungry. Take 2, take 3. He become abused. We become struggle with other things.
Right.
But also she is not interested to go home and cook after her son get his dinner. She
Right.
will have her dinner too.
Sure.
And husband late to come home,
Yeah.
so no need for the dinner time. Which we lost it really, because this is the only time the family sit together and hear each
That's
other,
right.
listen to each
And
other
listen. Yes.
without interruption.
Yeah.
Happy time and advice.
Right.
Listen and give advice without touch, hard way or hard time.
Right.
That we lost. We lost the basic thing. So now kids in the school or with friends or on social media.
Right.
Where is the time for them to build up their thoughts, their methods, their understanding for life and problems?
Well, we as parents and grandparents, we need to make that a priority to bring it back. Insist on it. Maybe once a week. I know that I'm guilty of that myself, of having a long day and making something quick for the children. But we do have our time before bed. I speak with them, sit on their bed, talk to them about their day. It isn't quite the same though.
But you covered the need after all.
Sure.
You didn't lose it totally.
No.
That's wonderful.
And driving in the car is another time when my children seem to open up and really discuss their problems. Maybe it's because I'm not staring at them, and they can just talk. But that is a first step, I guess. But I agree, sitting at a dinner table together is something that we have lost as a culture.
Yes.
And it is a priority. We need to bring that back.
Yes, absolutely. I believe it will help the men, as you mentioned,
Yes.
to be also learning how to deal with
Children and wife.
Because
Yes.
the father is the head of the house.
Yes.
So no matter what, he is the leader. If he leads the family the right way, he will lead in United Nations.
That's right.
With his wisdom
Yes.
and methods the right way also.
That's right. And he will be respected.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. When you have a good-looking family with morals,
Right.
because things goes together one after the
It
other.
does go together.
And no matter what, really, God created the best method and the best plan for the humanity on earth when He created Adam, Eve, then family, then generation after generation. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Everyone has his own identity, but he is somebody.
That's
will
right.
be family, but like in the Middle East, for example, a woman not working. It is her priority, her order to be a good mother.
Absolutely.
Because this is a great, big job.
The biggest.
And she is supposedly to be educated. She's supposed to be, know better in life, to give that method to the kids.
Right.
And there is a method or example says the man working hard to bring, the woman working hard to build. So complete each other.
Right.
Not because she is home, that means she is below,
Right.
or she is down, or she is not
No.
good for the community. No, she is building up a good community from the home.
Right.
Watching every single thing, build up the kid. It is a huge responsibility, and giving more from her knowledge to them without feeling. It's
Right.
normal. Things change now with the income, with the
Exactly.
needs, with the things, but
Yeah.
there is a priority. We don't lose it. We cannot lose it.
No.
If I will work and bring money and leave my kids away, for who I work? For extra things I don't need sometimes.
Sometimes, right?
Yeah, we have to rethink, prioritize.
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, no matter what, we are in larger place and more important work to do, but we have to be prepared from the smaller scale at home than to go to that side.
We absolutely do.
Peace within.
Peace starts at home.
And peace starts in me
In us.
before I talk to you.
That's right.
I have to be in peace of mind, take a breath, then talk to you. Will be everything smoothly,
Right.
friendly, with good heart and good feeling.
Yeah.
If I am angry and came to you, whatever you will tell me,
Right.
I will,
Right.
what? It will not go, and
No.
I will not solve it the right way.
Because I would feel your anger,
Yes.
and I would respond in
Yes.
kind.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially men. Women become the same. When they are in public and they take more than it should be, usually
Yeah.
at home,
Yeah.
smoothly,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
controlling
The peacemakers,
things.
yeah. Mhm.
But when you are out, you never know what kind of problem comes to you.
Right.
Sometimes surprising things. So, in fact, women also have the ability to put hands together and
Yes.
put their hearts together to rebuild up the families and rebuild
Yes.
up the feeling of
Community
community
and culture.
and safety.
Safe. Yes.
Safety, because mother's hug is the most safe thing for the kid.
That's right.
And this is the basic thing. We have it, but we don't use it that much.
Right.
It's value what we can do from our natural thing. It doesn't need much to feel it or to find it.
No, but
Because
it's been
we lost
lost.
it.
It's
We
been
lost it,
that's
yeah.
been lost somehow.
Yeah, with the lifestyle or the
Maybe. Yeah. Social media.
social media, with the things we look at TV, not reality.
Right.
Reality is something different than TV, and the
Yeah.
TV goes with the unbelievable story, like imagine a story,
Right.
and we adopt it. We try to have it happen in reality,
Right.
which is too much.
Oh.
Until we find out how to do it, things coming, extra things.
Yeah.
But back to our story, yes, United Nations need our help as men and women, and
That's
need
right.
our advice with wisdom,
Yes.
wisdom with experience,
Absolutely.
and on the top of it, the human side, humanity.
Yeah. That's the priority.
Because the way I see now, war everywhere, result of war, disaster things,
Right.
and after all, where is the humanity? We talk about humanity, we kill it with the war, we kill it with the weapon, we kill it with the blood shed.
Yes.
And it's not the way God created us for.
No.
And it's not the way to control the world with power.
Right.
The power of love, the power of giving, the power of looking at the poor people, give them something from the extra thing what we have. It will build up and give them the need, and they will be living in dignity at least.
At least. Yes.
And they will love you more. They will love you more. And we will be in peace.
How do we start doing that?
We start build up ideas. Start little by little, sharing the subject to show what is the benefit from this, benefit from this, and use our judgment as brain God create for the human,
Right.
and honor the human with the brain. If we don't use the brain,
Well, there's so much fear of our neighbor. There's so much fear of people we don't understand and their cultures that it seems impossible to see their humanity when there are these violent acts, and we judge them on their violent acts, and not that they're humans like us with hearts and compassion and families. So it seems like a big uphill battle to finally show the world that these wars, this violence, isn't getting us anywhere. I don't know how to start or where to begin, but I hope that people will come to the United Nations Association, make suggestions, suggest programs for us so we can educate our communities, go out into the communities, into the places of worship, and talk about peace, talk about your family and what it means for you to be helping, and the kindness that it's going to take, the compassion, the empathy, the love. That is my goal as president and my goal as a human being.
Absolutely. That's a good goal. And also, United Nations. We put nation is unity.
Right.
United Nations. That nation, like this flower, bouquet of flowers, all colors, all kind of flowers, all kind of aromas, but all together made that your community, make that America, make that new world.
Beautiful.
As lovely as beautiful. Yes.
Yes.
America built up this way.
Right.
And that's the beauty of America.
Yes.
Everybody comes here, become with a green card, have the right, like the president. No levels, no first, second, level, third nationality or rights. So this is the beauty of America.
Right.
Let us look at the beauty of it and learn how to deal with it.
Right.
Let's focus on it.
We'll focus on it, start at the family, start in schools.
We'll think about it for ideas for next part of the show.
Okay.
When we talk, it comes, idea after the other. Without connected with each other, nothing will be
Nothing gets done.
built up.
Right.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Back. We'll be back soon.
oneworldforyou.org, promoting cultural understanding through the media.
Yes, my viewers, as we talk about our neighbors and our country built up from all over, all nice colors, nice flowers, nice aromas. And we talk about our neighbors to be happy to know each other, to feel that we are together in the same level.
Yes.
How do you like to address that issue to be living a nice way? Safety.
Right. Well, I would like to have an understanding of what my neighbors need to feel safe, to feel welcome and honored. Our organization has partnered with a couple other organizations to bring a potluck of people and culture and dance, food together so that we can start understanding each other. And so that this beautiful, diverse community can reach out and love each other and finally feel like they've found a home that they can call their own, to be proud of, helps them feel dignified, they can contribute. So not only are we going to organize this lovely potluck, but we are hoping that the refugees will join us for a candlelight vigil for peace. That will be a couple days after the potluck.
That would be great.
That would be beautiful. It's an annual candlelight vigil. I believe it's been going on for 30 years. But we'll talk more about the dates and times, I guess, in a little bit.
We are talking about our new neighbors because so many faces around us are newly arrived.
Right.
Which is we call them refugees, but in fact, actually, they came after that wars around us, around the world, and brought them in with our generosity, our government generosity, give them a chance to accept thousands of people, which is a great idea.
Yes.
It's about us also, our share, our duty to let them feel home, because God knows how much hard years, last 3-4 years until they came here. Not by choice, by chance.
Yes.
And as I mention always, know your neighbor, you will be safer, and you accept the idea of go and do something for your neighbor to be safe.
That's right.
Which is great. And we will help them to take that anger from them when they feel somebody care about them.
Right.
Just care about them, make them feel happier. It's easy way, nothing big or hard, but our intention to do that, our feeling the right way from our heart will do that and will make it happen.
Small actions make a big difference.
Absolutely, and hands together from our side make us stronger and worthy to do that big job. Because after all, it is a big job.
Yes.
And will help the government also to take that heat from them, that anger out of them. And the best thing, as you mentioned, Butler, music and food.
Right.
Sharing that part, the most happy time for anybody.
Yes.
So they will feel home, they will feel belong to this country as long as they feel they are eating, dancing, listening to music, talking about their background.
Right.
Make them proud of themselves again.
Absolutely.
So you are helping them to feel human being again after this disaster, which is great.
Well, the goal would be that this gathering would be such a success that our new neighbors would meet each other, exchange contact information, and decide to do it every month so that they could come together every month and share their concerns, share maybe job opportunities, new places to live. If they have problems with their children or their school, find some advice on that. So that is the goal, that the December potluck will start its own life. Its own life of success, love, compassion, this beautiful bouquet of new neighbors coming together.
Inshallah, with God will. Okay, let's talk about it. Where it will be, what kind of potluck?
Well, we are asking that families bring a dish to share, their favorite dish that represents their heritage, their culture. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that will be on Saturday, December the 3rd. The venue is Sierra 2, which is a beautiful community center in Curtis Park. The address is 2791 24th Street, and that's in Sacramento. And like I said, it's the beautiful old neighborhood of Curtis Park. There's plenty of parking. There is a little patio for dancing, maybe. There is a playground for children. Children are definitely welcome. And we're also asking for music. Bring an acoustical instrument.
Oh, wow.
You can play it while people are eating. We're hoping to have a game or some sort of introductory game where we learn how to greet you in your language.
Oh, okay.
So,
Basic words.
yeah, basic words to break the ice, so to speak. I think you are going to say a welcome to everyone. Thank the congregations of the people who hopefully will come.
So I'll take my position from now?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's become you will do. Okay.
Yeah, and so once again, that is December the 3rd, a Saturday, at Sierra 2, between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. It's free. Just bring a dish to share. There will be drinks, water, coffee, juice, and plates and those kinds of things. So don't worry about that. Just bring some music, bring your children, bring your happy thoughts.
Dress up nicely, your cultural dress.
Please come in your cultural dress.
And bring your favorite food.
And your favorite food, absolutely.
So for refugees,
Yes.
that means for the Arab world, جيبوا أولادكم وجيبوا أكلاتكم الطيبين ويلبسوا لبسكم الزي الوطني القومي وجيبوا music إذا في. This is in Arabic. Afghani will be also Arabic for sure. عربي سوري مصري عراقي فلسطيني كله عربي. المنطقة حلوة وبتجيبوا أولادكم وبتجيبوا الموسيقى وبتيجوا. We'll bring the Afghani people also. We'll bring somebody to talk English and Afghani.
Yes, a translator.
Yes, translated.
Please.
And
Yes.
they will share, as you mentioned, welcome, marhaba, ahlan wa sahlan.
Wonderful.
Those words,
Of greeting and
greeting
welcome.
words, yes. And
Yeah.
we will learn from each other
Yes.
how to handle those situations, and maybe we'll see what kind of music they will bring. Otherwise, I will bring a musician or something.
Okay. Yes.
Is there any gift for the kids or something?
Ooh, I have not thought of that yet.
We'll think about it.
We should do that.
Think about it.
Yes. That's a great idea.
That's wonderful. So we'll announce it in Arabic and English,
Yes.
and we'll have flyers, I guess.
Yes, we'll have flyers. Also, for, let's see, December 6th is the Candlelight Vigil for Peace. That is going to start at 4:30.
Where?
And that will be at 16th Street and J Street in Midtown, Sacramento.
What time?
4:30 p.m. to 6 o'clock. And it's been going on for 30 years.
So people go the gathering there, or
Yes.
just having candle and walk
That's right.
around? That would be nice.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Everyone is welcome. Yeah. It's a very meaningful event. And then people gather at a restaurant called Luna's Cafe
Oh, wow.
afterwards, I think for dinner. Yeah.
Luna the moon.
Luna the Moon, yes. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So those are the two events that I hope that your audience will please come. And I would love to meet everyone, invite them to, they don't have to become members of the United Nations Association, but give us your ideas
Okay.
of things that you would like to see in the future maybe some situations that we are not aware of as Americans that need to be brought to light.
Yes.
Because our media does not show us the horrors of what's going on.
Yes. Yes, the fear and the terrible situation they face while they came all the way, it's undescribable.
Yeah.
Really, it's tough to think about it. And media, as you mentioned, not showing that.
No.
Social media,
Some.
more real
Right.
views, which is hard to believe, really.
Yes.
Anyway, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, yes, we can if we think positive,
Right.
if we put thoughts together and hands together with good heart, we must do something good for God's sake. They deserve some healing.
That's right.
They deserve some healing. So I hope we'll talk about more details to explain what you have. This is for the end, now until the end of the year. And what is, we'll talk about your plan for next year. You said you have 1 year left.
Yes.
We'll talk about it
Okay.
after the break.
Very good.
Let's have a break. United Nations Association for next year plan to be able to think with her and build up our time and have some time for their organization to help in this matter. So we talked about last month, we will repeat it, but what is the plan for next year?
Well, as president, my goal is to have 6 months of programs ready to go so that we can reach as many people as possible to and organize so they can come and partake and be a part of the community. We have only one program organized right now, and that will be the history of the United Nations Association. A gentleman has just written a book, and it's kind of a book tour, but this will be held at International House in Davis, right across the street from UC Davis. And we're co-sponsoring with UNA Davis and then UNA Sacramento, and hopefully Compassionate Capital Region as well. So this will be a wonderful first start of the year, but I need help and input for programs for my next 5-6 months.
Okay.
So what are your suggestions?
What if we talk about the kids' story? How what they remember from leaving their country until they come here.
And you'll be able to find the children who would be able to speak on that.
And maybe women story, you know, each part of the family have his own struggle.
Sure.
If they take it out of their chest, first we will learn how hard it was. Second, we will relieve that tension from their heart. And it will be a story to tell.
Yes.
Let us feel with each other.
Right. So we can organize a panel then.
Yes.
Maybe you could moderate the panel. We would need a translator, possibly. I think that would be very powerful, and we should possibly film it even as an educational tool to be shown.
Where they come from, talk about their country first, little bit background of their place where they lived, and the struggle until they are here now.
Yeah.
So it will be really something new and helpful and
Right.
worth it to let it go out as history also.
Right. And maybe they can speak on the challenges that they have recently faced, the prejudices, possibly, especially the unkind words of the election that the election brought out. We need to do some healing
Yes.
right away. So I think that focusing on the children is the best way
Yes.
to bring us all together.
Yes. And if we open the subject for them later from my show, maybe from my side as media and things, we can have their show as talent show. Let them feel what they like to do now. They are in America, they are free, they are
Yes.
healing,
Yes.
and let them address the feeling, what they like to do in real life. You know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it will keep them busy. Their mind will be busy with positive things.
Absolutely.
And that's to me, I think, the best medicine, the
Yes.
best healing for them, their fear, their anxiety and things, not with medicine, with
Right.
reality,
Right.
that establish life, that we feel free to do.
Right.
That freedom is not easy to feel it if you are tense, if you are still under that pressure.
I agree.
And that may be a kind of association from that United Nation as hands together again, as hearts together, we feel with them, and that make us able to do. Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yes, we can.
The strength of we can comes from our feeling
That's
that
right.
yes, we have the power and the ability to give a hand.
So we go from the children to trying to engage the
Women.
men. The men.
The men and the women.
And the women.
But you take them parts because each one have different feeling, different reaction.
Experiences, yeah.
It depends on the age and the struggle. So you hear the kids, boys and girls. It will be different ideas also,
Yes.
with different backgrounds. We learn from those stories about their built-up cultural things and how they think. And we will be able to plan for them the next step from our side.
That's right.
When you know what's in their mind, you
That's
give
right.
them the things they understand and will help.
Their hope, their
Yeah.
expectations. Yes.
Yeah. So it will be kind of study, but on their own words.
Right. Right.
It is
Beautiful.
helpful. Yeah. And it goes for men, for women, for children.
Yes.
And it will be, at the end of the year, you will have a great information resource. And it will help no matter what you need for those new arrivals. You will find from that
Right.
resource any help for solution.
Yes.
That will be a great plan for the whole year.
That would be a wonderful plan. The United Nations focused this whole year on refugees.
Yeah.
And they have been trying to fundraise from the United States for these refugees who come to Greece, or, they're migrants on a boat. Many of the countries that they're going to, they get money from the UN and governments, but somehow it's not getting to the people. So the United Nations Association is trying to fundraise enough money to give the children, backpacks, things that they'll need for, their first day of school, but just to find out what exactly they do need. What do the women need to feel at home? What do the men need? Do they need classes in English? Do they need to learn a new trade? Can we get them enrolled in a vocational program? So the United Nations Association is currently working on these programs, and so I could possibly bring someone from the UN to come and talk about that to help us understand how to do that better.
That will be great. Actually, Heidi, the lady you have seen, her son also, he is a drawer. We were thinking of a level of education for people they cannot read English or their language.
Yeah.
Now we face that part. It wasn't showing before. From Syria, the villages of Syria, villages of Afghanistan, villages of areas, illiterate people.
Oh.
They don't read or write their language. So how they will learn English?
Oh.
And we will use the National Visiting Teacher Association to help, but the opposite way. Usually the parent help the kids.
Right?
Now we will use the kids helping parents with the English language, with the simple words from the kids to the parents, and the way they serve them,
Yes.
get the words and things.
Oh,
So we have to be creative
Right?
to cover the need.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will get lost, spend money for nothing,
Right.
and let people go out. And the hardest part, the government wrapped the financial aid with the education.
Right.
You have to learn English to be able to continue taking the financial aid, which is hard to believe, hard to do, and afraid to lose the financial aid.
Oh, yes.
Struggle, make them, give them a harder ship than it was before.
Oh, it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So I agree with you. There is money, but it has to be done the right way with good resources to solve problems, not just to spend money.
And that's why we need to speak with this community to find out what will help.
Yes, there is key people know from the community, because we have to put them also as organizations to be able to talk to them in a large scale and things easier. That's a great idea. So back to remind our viewers about the party before we leave we'll finish the show. It will be
December the 3rd on a Saturday. It's a multicultural potluck. It is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We probably won't start eating until 10:30 or so. But please dress.
It's a breakfast.
It's a brunch. A brunch, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Or an early lunch.
Early lunch.
Yeah. Bring children, bring instruments, dress in your culturally appropriate dress, and come to have fun.
That's wonderful.
And come and know that you are wanted. You're wanted and needed, and we can't wait to meet you.
I will say it in Arabic. ديسمبر شهر 12 ديسمبر 3 الشهر بارتي من 10 الصبح للوحدة بعد الظهر. هي غدا بكير، لكن هي الجمعة دريس اب، البسوا الازياء الشعبيه، جيبوا الاكل الشعبي تبعكم وجيبوا اولادكم، ورح تلاقوا برضه مفاجآت، ورح تلاقوا موسيقى، ورح تلاقوا جمعة طيبة تتعرف عليكم لحتى يكون يرحبوا فيكم ومشتاقين ليشوفوكم ويتعرفوا عليكم، واهلا وسهلا فيكم. Telephone number?
At Sierra 2. And the address, do you want me to say the address? 2791 24th Street.
Okay.
In Sacramento.
Okay.
And it's in Curtis Hall.
Okay.
In case.
Really, at the end of the show, on behalf of my viewers, I thank you very much for coming to our show, and really it was value to hear what you have, and you put me in position I never thought about it.
our new Department of Peace leader. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that surprise.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much. And really, we will be put hands together.
Yes.
With great idea and great heart. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can do it, and you will feel home no matter what, because you are home. Welcome to your new home. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.